Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your 2022 release and receive reading. Here we are. I always save the best for last, Pisces. Oh my goodness, so excited to do this with you. So, my dear dreamers, my prolific fantasy realm. I don't know why this is all coming in. Maybe it has something to do with your reading. I never get so sort of poetic and ethereal with you just to start the reading, but here we go. We're going to find out, and not just one major release and receive. This year I'm splitting it up into two halves. I'm splitting the year up into first half and the second half of 2022. We're going to look at your release and receive for the first half of 2022, and we're going to look at your release and receive for the second half of 2022. My nose getting itchy. That's usually a good sign. Oh, all tied up. Anxiety. Why are you all tied up with your anxiety? I don't like that. We're going to shuffle. We're going to see. Maybe that's why you're going into the fantasy realm like I was talking about. Maybe something is bothering you on the intellectual. So you're trying to shift that into more of like your dream, your fantasies, your deep, beautiful inner world. But let's see what happens. We're going to use my energy oracle deck to do the release and receive on both ends of the year. And then the Knight of Swords. This guy is harsh. What's going on? The Knight of Swords from my Tarot of Positive Clarity. What is saying that? It's just the Tarot of Positive Clarity. And then we have Judgment, which is a nice card, and the Hanged Man. Ooh, seeing a new path. There it comes. It's coming in for you. Oh, and look, that Knight of Swords is reversed. So turning around some sort of harsh energy. And it could have to do with the intellect. Because we had that there. There, your reading's done. No, not. All right. So I'm going to get started for you. Let's get into it. There is an extended. So if you're drawn to that, the link to the extended is at the top of the description within this video. I will talk about what the extended is about at the end of this video. So let's get started, Pisces, my Pisces, my Spices. I need a drink. Release and receive, first part of 2022. Release and receive, second part of 2022. I feel like there's some sort of energy you have to deal with. Like something that has to be dealt with. And maybe that's where the anxiety comes from. Let's see. Let's see what the cards are going to tell us. Your release for the first part of 2022 is contract. Are you releasing a contract? Are you releasing yourself from a contract? Are you releasing someone else from a contract? Are you walking away from a contract? What is that about? We'll have to get into the tarot. So you're receiving the door to spirit. This really feels like there's something maybe like the physical aspect of your life that's affecting your spiritual journey. And you're going to be releasing it somehow. It could be a contract. Like it could be something like a lease agreement. It could be a mortgage. It could be a work contract. There's a lot of different ways this could come in for you. Could be a contractor. You're releasing that. And you're walking right into your spiritual path. It's almost as if the only contract you're going to have with anything is you and spirit. Okay, that's nice. Release and receive for the second half of 2022. The release is Healer of the Ages. Who had this card in exactly the same spot? I think it was Sagittarius. That's so interesting. Releasing the Healer of the Ages. It really, it feels like completing some sort of a healing cycle. It really feels like completing some sort of a healing cycle. That's good. And the receive. You have just, let me go through my head with all of the zodiacs that I've done, because here we are at the final. I think so. I think you have pulled out the best card. Now, someone came close. Someone came close. Was it Sagittarius or Capricorn that had the sun? You have cornucopia. You are going to receive cornucopia, and it's got 1-1 at the top, honey. It is driven by the spiritual path that you take in the first part of 2022. And this to me is beyond the sun. This cornucopia, this is things that you don't even expect to come in. I just, the sun to me is, you know, you see clearly now, you have a really good understanding of who you are, what you really want for yourself, and achieving that and seeing it and finding a way. This is the universe delivering that, honey, and everything else on the other side of the rainbow that you couldn't even imagine. Like good health, mental, physical, financial abundance and stability, opportunities that feel really good. You're releasing a major healing cycle and it's taking you into massive abundance. Do you want me to clarify? I'm going to. You can just click off right now. No. Oh, look at, oh, but look, see, look at, there's still a path to negotiate here. That indecision is sitting with that all tied up, which was linked, and it's funny, it was also read anxiety. You're being released from something and you're not sure which way to go. You're indecisive about, what do I do with this now? Because you're releasing a contract. I didn't work out this morning. I took 2 days off. So I find really, a lot of times I work out so that I can do my stretch routine after, because it warms me up to really do my stretch routine. I find that my stretch routine is just as valuable, if not more so, than like my workout. And of course I didn't do the stretch because I didn't do the workout. So I'm a little stiff. Come on. Oh, this deck. You know what? Fine. I'm not going to use you. I mean, that way. Deck. That deck. So we're going to use the Everyday Witch. It's getting ornery. It's getting a little ornery. I have used it a lot this week. Maybe it's not happy about that. No. Well, fine. You go have a rest. Because the witches will come out to play with Pisces to talk about this very intriguing 2022 release and receive for them. All right. We're going to pull it for that too. All right. Release and receive contract. Receive door to spirit. Release healer of the ages. Receive cornucopia. It just feels like the angels are singing, right? Because there's this light shining through. It's good. You did it. You got it there. I didn't pull out a bad 2022 release and receive. I pulled out bad ones the last couple of years. I put out some hard ones, some difficult ones. We're going. It's going to be a good year. I feel it's going to be a good year for us all. Contract. You're releasing. Shit, are you ever? You are fucking done with that shit. I can't believe I just said that. That's... It's like my Gemini rising came out and totally let it go. The death card and contract. Something is finished. It's finished. Done. Cutting a string. Cutting a red string. Wow, that is a powerful release. That is over. There's some sort of contract here that is done. It's final. There's no going back. You're releasing it. But it feels like it's very positive for you. It brings in... I just want to say it could even bring in more spiritual clarity. It could sort of start to bring in waves of inspiration. I imagined you having like a more ethereal, positive, dreamlike state experience. Look at it's harnessing. It's bringing that in. Okay, so the door to spirit, what you're bringing in. Oh, it is. It's so inspiring. It's the Page of Cups. Wow, it is such a beautiful energy. Having time to do some really beautiful creative things for you. Having time to be creative in a very expressive way. To allow your creativity to flow. Okay, it's reminding me too, because I'm an artist, so I used to draw. I haven't had a lot of time to draw in a while. But I would create art pieces. And sometimes I would stop when I was done and I would look at it and go, how did I do that? And I would literally feel like the hand of God or something was working through me to draw that. Like that almost feels like that, right? Like, I don't know if you're going to write stories or poems or paint pictures or draw pictures or take photographs. You're going to do something here. It's just so beautiful and creative. Your soul is going to feel free. Your soul is going to feel so free from being released from some sort of contract. All right then, Healer of the Ages. You don't need this guy anymore. You're okay. Jesus is going to go and work with some other people. You're like, I'm good, Jesus. Go find some other people here. I'm good. I don't need you right now. I might need you again one day, but you go serve the people who. It's funny. The moon. Oh, it's your card in the tarot. You faced your fears. You're releasing the moon. You faced your fears. You met them head on. You met them on some level here, and you're releasing them. You're releasing the unknown. You're releasing any fear associated with the unknown. Oh, Pisces, this is freaking awesome. It's worth the S and the F word. It really is. This is so great. Cornucopia. What could that be? It feels linked to this. I did say that. It feels linked to this. You have the Ace of Wands. What do you want to imagine for yourself and create? Because, honey, that door is open. And look at all the creativity. There's another paintbrush and a palette. There's a map. There's a quill and a notebook. There's musical notes. Oh, you're going to be a creative machine. And I feel like you're not going to be able to put a lid on it. Like it's just going to just keep coming out of you. Like creative diarrhea. Just like, but it's it's like needing a laxative diarrhea. I said that for someone else too. It's not like diarrhea like you've eaten something bad and it needs to work its way out. No, this is like, just like it's exploding out of you. This is enormous creativity. Absolutely incredible. You are going to have one of the most expressive and creative years of your life. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting kind of like shivery goosebumps with this. And if maybe even part of the healing was, like establishing this connection between you and the spirit realm, because I really feel like most inspiration comes through that. It doesn't really come through the human mind or the human brain. I think to me, like brain and mind are different things. The brain is the physical aspect of, if you dissected it and you had this lobe and that lobe, where the mind is how we use that brain. So this is like Einstein creativity. I talked about him once in one of your readings, and then you all told me in the comments that he was a Pisces, and I didn't know that. I thought, oh, that was really funny. What a synchronicity. So some of my channeling is real. Just to say that, like, this is real. I feel like this is real. This is too much. This is lined up too perfectly for this to be perchance. This reading like this. You're finished healing either too, like your own psychic connections here. You see things for what they are. They're not as big and scary, some elements of life that maybe you thought could be. Jesus, I just see Pisces saying, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need your protection. I'm past some sort of a healing cycle, and I'm about to explode with the most creative process anyone's ever seen. So, there, Pisces. Was worth waiting, wasn't it? Oh, look what's at the bottom, the world. Yeah, you are completing a cycle, and you are walking into one. You were walking into one pretty hot and heavy here, though. Wow. Dang, why are you indecisive? Don't you worry. You know what I'm getting with that, though? it's almost like releasing yourself from being maybe mentally trapped and opening yourself up to the possibilities. This card could be a little bit like the Chariot. Actually, in the Everyday Witch Tarot, which I'm using here, the Chariot card is a witch sitting at a crossroads with two signs. It does feel so, coming from being stuck to moving. Oh, dang me. Wow, Pisces. I don't know. I keep saying this over and over again. I think you pulled out one of the best readings for 2022. And here I am at the last one. And I think, you know what? Maybe I've been saying that for everyone because it suits them. It kind of suits you. Like, you know, maybe this wouldn't have been the best reading for Capricorn or I don't know, Virgo. But you, this is you. This has got you written all over it. And it's nice. All right. So you're releasing this contract and the Death card. 10 of Wands. It's a heavy burden. Oh. Oh, it could be a work contract. Again, because you have the 10 of Pentacles. There's something here that you've built already in your life. And it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. Somehow there could be contracts related to this. It could be something as simple as you're getting a different mortgage for your house. The one that you've had has been just like a horrible burden. Maybe you've been locked into something, you got locked into it, and it was really high interest rates, and you're finally getting out of it, and it's the perfect time. You know, like it could be something, like it's just, this is a huge weight off your shoulders. It could be selling a home. It could be leaving a work. It's just something, you were coming out of something that is a burden to you. It actually even might look perfect to other people, but to you, it's become a very, very heavy burden. Finished, done. Put the final nail in the coffin for that one. And then, hello, look at you. Out with your paints and your palettes by the river. Seeing what you and the universe can make today. Door to Spirit and Page of Cups. Oh shit me. You have the Fool and the Queen of Cups. There ain't nothing standing in your way. It's a brand new day, right? You're finishing a cycle. You've successfully too. Well, yeah, you know what? The 10 of Pentacles, this is. You've reached the highest point in something that you could reach in. And you are finalizing that. It's, you've reached, because perhaps you've gone as high as you can with something or as far as you can. Now it's almost like just carrying this and it becomes a burden. You're, bye-bye. Successfully completed that, starting a brand new journey in a completely different direction, like this completely different direction. If this is the 10 of Pentacles, like this is showing up and contract, this is showing up as a physical realm in life, the physical things that we build, the walls, the bricks, the mortar, all of that we build in our lives. This is all about non-conventional. This is about downloads from the universe too, like Aquarius, very, very download space, inspirational energy. And the Queen of Cups, like you just flowing in all the beauty around you. And this is so freaking good. I see you like as a little artist on some level. Yeah. All right. That's good. All right. Healer of the Ages. You're releasing Jesus and the Moon. Healer of the Ages. The 5 of Cups. Bye-bye. Let's go in another direction. Bye-bye emotional disappointment. We're going in a whole new direction. I found the direction to go. I'm going there. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. Bye-bye. All right, hello. Oh, I was told don't do that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's not do that. Let's not shift the energy. Okay, Cornucopia and the Ace of Wands. This is the receive. This is a complete change of fortune. This is a completely new cycle. Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. You were just all like little, like nice page energy. Starting real fresh in life. An element of your life, starting very fresh, being so divinely guided. Nothing is standing in the way between you and Spirit. And maybe like this these responsibilities. This 10 of Pentacles is something that was standing between you and your spiritual journey, the level that you're really meant to take it to. Ah, wow. And you're starting with the page, like so curious about what today could bring. So curious, and sort of introspective and learning along the way as you go. I don't know how much learning curve is involved here, though, with this energy. It just comes to you so naturally. This feels like, you know, it's funny. I was going to say the Aries one went really fast. And then I thought, oh, these are going to be great this week. They're going to be so... No. But yours is almost like that. It's so simple and beautiful. King of Wands is at the bottom. You get ready to be a real leader in your own life here. Inspiring, taking control. Ooh, this is a great reading. I mean, really, come on. There's nothing bad here. What did we see? Anything bad is what you're letting go of. It's going to be a good year. Okay, Pisces, that's what I have. I'm all done. Well, now I'm going to go to the extended. So what I'm going to do in that is I'm going to use, I like this, time for beginner mind. Yeah, oh yeah, that's exactly where you're going here. You're starting a new chapter in your life. Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe that. You're starting a new chapter in your life. So I'm going to, in the extended, I'm not looking at time frames. I'm looking at 3 major components of your life. I'm going to use my Spirit Animal Oracle deck and a tarot deck, and we're going to look at work and finances, your personal relationships, and your spiritual path, growth, development. So that should be interesting. So that's what I'm going to go do there now. Thank you so much, Pisces. I wish you, I don't know that I have to, but I do wish you all of the best in 2022. I wish you health, prosperity, happiness, joy, love, abundance. I don't think I'm missing anything that I'm missing that you want to put in there. You put that in there, and I wish that to you. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.